So, now that I moved, I can tell you some horror stories that have happened. Noombus. Noombus. I've been waiting to tell you this shit. Forkstick, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Horror story for me. You guys are probably gonna find it funny, but to me, it was a genuinely horrifying experience. So when I moved to NHQ1, it was really easy because it was basically just buying furniture to have built and put in. It wasn't moving anything. I don't think I really moved much stuff over there aside from my clothes and my setup. Like, I don't know, because I left everything at my other house because my mom wanted to sleep in that room because she misses me, and then when she misses me, she would sleep there and stuff. And now my nephew has a little room to waddle around in when he starts waddling. But because of that, we had to get a moving company to help us move our stuff because you're not really gonna expect some scrawny girlies and a twink man, you know, to move all of our furniture in a couple days, you know. John, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely too femme for that shit. So we had a company of these guys that came over to move the stuff for us. The guy was chill as fuck, by the way. I had my Utaha naked anime body pillow girly just on the side, like outside my room. They didn't say a single thing. He just kind of looked at it and he's like, yeah, I fuck with anime. Like, actually, I got a tattoo on my arm. It's a full sleeve of the solo leveling god thing. It looked so sick. I was like, damn, bro, that's sick as fuck. And he's like, yeah, like, you know, I just be like kicking the shit, you know, like he was pretty chill. He was a cool guy. And me and homie were like, wow, no, like, that's crazy. And then the whole entire bottom floor of NHQ was in that truck in like 30 minutes. Bro, if it was me, it would take a month. But yeah, we had the little moving company that helped bring our stuff over. And before that, when it comes to loose items that aren't furniture, you put them in boxes. Now, I have my happy toys, my happy Bionicles under my bed, and I was like, oh god, I gotta make sure that they don't touch that because that's gonna be really embarrassing and awkward for me. It's gonna be super embarrassing. So when I was moving stuff to the new place, I just brought that one with me. I just brought it with me and hid it in a corner at the new place so they wouldn't run into it at all, right? So I got it. I said, okay, this is good. We're fine. Everything is okay. And they're moving all of this stuff to the new place. I'm just chilling there. And then they have all of these big boxes filled with all of our stuff that we put in there, right? They had extra boxes with other loose things that we missed. And then they put everything in a box in the room that they found it in. They put like living room, Numi's room, blah, blah, blah. They leave later on. And then I'm just starting to unpack these boxes, and I opened the box that they put together for me. Tell me why I open it, and then I look down, and the first thing that I see is a fucking toy. Oh my god, it it seems that I forgot one box with one inside of it. And there was just one in a box. And it wasn't even closed. It was just open. So it was just perfectly lit. I felt like they were fucking trolling me because all of the other stuff is, you know, like tucked in, blah, blah, blah. That was just gently placed upon everything. So it's just all of this junk, whatever. And then just beautifully on the very top, very, very top, staring back at me is this toy. Just open facing the world. And I just looked at it. I felt my cheeks get so red. I wanted to jump out of the window for real. I was so embarrassed, bro. I was like, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. I just grabbed it and just threw it in a corner. And I was like, Hobby, my worst nightmare came true. And then Hobby came up to me and she said, girl, my worst nightmare came true. I said, what do you mean by that? In her room, her loose articles were packed up aside from a couple things. Bitch, there was like 2 thongs just on the floor. Just 2 little pieces of underwear just on the floor in her room that they picked up for her. Oh my god. I said, it can't get much worse than this. It can't get much worse than this. I opened another box. There's another toy on the top. Yeah, miserable experience. Don't recommend. Not a good time. On the bright side, they didn't say anything, but I was wondering why they kept smiling at me. You know, I kept wondering why they just it just something felt like they knew something that I didn't until I opened the box, and then it all just kind of came together. You literally did that to yourself. Okay, but listen. Sometimes you lose track of the things that are in your home, okay? And I thought I had everything in one box, in one little box that I tuck under my bed, but it seems that I missed one thing, because the other one was empty. I just forgot to throw away the box. I just kept the box. So it was the Rose toy box. You know, life is just full of experiences. Learn, live, laugh, love. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty miserable. Yeah. It was just an empty box just staring at me. Yeah. I just, yeah. Yep. Toys of all kinds, underwear, media, etc. Crazy time. Reason I moved into an enclosed car hauling. Oh, so that's normal. If you're part of a moving company, that's just a normal thing. Okay, well, I feel less alone, but also a little worried about how this is so common. Yes, it is. Wow. Hey, well, at least I'm not alone. Would you rather they put the spare items on the bottom where they could get crushed? I mean, they're pretty durable. Not that I would truly know. Anyways, the other day, my brother was cleaning my room back at, Papa Numi's place, yeah, my old bedroom, and he said, "Bro, wait, let me read you out exactly what he said." I'm fucking sick, dude. He said, "I was cleaning your old room. Under the bed, I found some devices. Horrid. Why did you have an arsenal?" Because yes, I had some at my old place just in case I slept over, and then anyways, I said, at this point I'm just so fucking numb. I just said, "That's what you get for going through my shit, bro." And then he said, "I was cleaning cuz Mom and Prince Noombob sleep there. I felt bad." And then I said, "You always have to leave under the bed off limits." Shake my fucking head. He said, "My fault. I don't have an under the bed. My thing is just don't open drawers." Okay? Like, I didn't need to know that.
Would you rather they had wandered round the house waving the devices asking everyone whose they were?
Well, no, I just preferred to remember and to not forget. Because when you forget, you face the consequences of your own actions. And then I replied to my brother and said, "I've been single my whole life. Country girls gotta make do." And then he just ignored that and said, "Anyways, do you have the little race car thing built? I got the racing itch. I want to go racing." I'm like, man, what? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Numi's stash of adult entertainment tools is gonna look like that one armory scene from John Wick at this rate. Girl, how many can you lose track of before you just expect this to happen to you?
Well, sometimes I see advertisements and then I get curious. And then they stay in the box because they fucking sucked. And then I forget to throw them out, okay? Like, it happens. You try things if you want to try them. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I hate my life, honestly. It's just, I've lost so much shame that even just my brother saying this to me, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, man. Anyways. It's just so... Then you throw them out. Sometimes it's late at night and you forget to, all right? God, sue me. You have shame? Okay, now that's just... That's just crazy to say to me when I work so hard to make a living. I went to college, graduated with a degree to live the life that I live today. And I expect to make some mistakes, but I still carry on with my head held up high. God damn it. I went to collage. It's been a wild roller coaster ride for realsies. Yeah. Yeah. And then, the other day, Yuzu and I went out to get some dinner, and then we finished dinner and we're walking back to my car, and we're going to like this little parking structure because that's where my car is.
Damn, I can already imagine Numi's spring cleaning would be hella colorful if she ever cleans that out.
I hate it here. No, I tried to keep the same color, keep it uniform. So we're walking to my car, and then these two guys are kind of giggling to each other and running out. And we're just kind of like, the fuck? And,
Yeah, but isn't your entire career based around the slow degradation of your shame response?
Yeah. So we were walking over to the parking garage. And then there were these two guys giggling at each other, and then they walked out. We were just like, what the fuck? And then we kind of turned back. We look at where they were coming from, and there was this guy just facing the wall looking back at us. And Yuzu looks at me, and then I look at Yuzu, and then I just say, let's just keep walking. Just keep walking. And we start walking, and then we just hear, psh, bro, this guy just fucking pees in the corner. Like, there's probably a bathroom right there, and bro just chooses to pee in the corner. And I also had to pee, so when we walked by, I was literally just like, damn, I wish I had a wee-wee, because then I could just piss in a corner if I really wanted to. Tell what do you expect? So we went to this one bar because I wanted to use the bathroom, and I said, okay, I'll just get a shot really quick and go to the bathroom, and then we could leave, right? We go in. And then I go over to the bar to get this shot. And then I give this guy my ID, the bartender, and he's just smiling at me. And I'm like, hey, yep. And he looked at me, and then he's like, Nihmune? And I said, no, it's Numi. And then he said, oh, happy birthday. I was like, what? He said, happy birthday. And then he gives me the shot. And then I'm holding it. And then I said, oh, thank you. And so then I give him my card to pay. And he says, no, it's on me. Happy birthday. I was so confused that I said, oh, wow, thank you so much. And then I just walked to Yuzu. And I said, bro, the bartender just gave me this for free, which, I mean, I've been to this bar before. Never happened before. I've never gotten a free drink from a bartender in my life. I don't think. I don't remember that. Like, if I do get something, it's usually I tip them and then they give me a double shot instead of one shot. I've never gotten a free thing before, so I was gagged. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then immediately after that, this group of guys walks into the bar, and then they were like, yeah, look at that, the food menu is so good. And then this guy starts looking at me, he's like, I'm not really hungry for like food right now though. And then he just walked past me and just kept looking at me. I said, man, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then we just left, and then some guy just pissed in the corner. And me and Yuzu said, yep, girls who are gonna be okay, I think. And I said, are we though? Like, are we okay? What the fuck? I don't know. Just random events happening left and right. And I can't even will myself to be surprised by these things, because this kind of shit always happens when it's me and Yuzu specifically. Dumb shit happens when I'm with Hami. Silly, stupid things happen to Bao and I when we're together, but when I'm with Yuzu, it's a different kind. It's a different kind of random event generator. Like, I remember when we were going to TwitchCon a couple of years ago, and then we went into the wrong Uber. Never tried to attempt to flirt with Numi. Yeah, right. I just feel utterly confused. Also, I just really needed to piss. And then when I ran over to the bathroom to go potty, There was this mom and her kid just hogging the whole entire bathroom for like 5 minutes to the point where I just said, man, fuck this shit. Let's just get out of here, bro. I've been thinking my whole life. Also, Numi, when people try to change that. Well, I like existing like this. I'm for the most part, I'm single because I want to be, and also because I run away and shit. But like, I'm just chilling like this. Me and my beautiful pregnant Lugia body pillow that Vienna gifted to me. Ugh. Base, laugh. Okay, I don't like that pregnant Mega Man. That was a little. What the fuck was that? Flirting is cardio for you at this point? I see. I see. I see. Shout out to Prega Man. Dr. Brap! Thank you for the 14 months and Ideal Wife for the 8 months. I don't know why there are so many pregnant emotes. What the hell, bro? I don't know. I don't get it. What the fuck? Why does Mark have one too? That's a Giga emote? Of course it is. First in my bloodline to witness a pregnant Mega Man. I truly just can't be shocked by anything anymore, dudes. Like, I truly can't. My timeline is full of feet art thanks to Hamchi and you guys and your influence. Ajon has one as well, of course. Because those two need to always be put together, never separated. Those two pregnant boys. What is that? Lena belly? Why does Lena just have a pregnant belly thing too? What is this, bro?
Quick word from our sponsor, me, myself and I. We have a new Gamer Subs flavor out now called Kissy Kissy Passion that tastes just like me. What? A delicious passion fruit mango. So yum yum. Try for yourself today. Thanks!
Oh, happy anniversary, Numi!
Sorry, I just forgot to turn my anime mode on.
Oh,
Anyways, you just reminded me that today's the day.
the day? Friday?
Yes! Friday the 20th, the day my 5-year anniversary merch drop goes live.
Aw, shit!
Yes, sir. For a limited time, you can grab a special anniversary cup, a shirt, tech deck, and a skateboard.
Norway.
But wait, there's more. You also have a limited time to grab my favorite piece of merch, the work jacket. God, I love it so much.
Oh my god, I'll take 20.
No.
Why?
But you guys watching can. Grab yours now while they're still available.
Wait,
Yippee!
why can't I get one?
Because you fucking suck.
No, you suck.
You
Girl,
Guys, are you a Noomba? Or do you like hot ladies, hot demon ladies? First of all, ladies nuts in your mouth. You can use code NUMI. It's code NUMI, right? Is it code NUMI? It has to be code NUMI. Why would it not be code NUMI? For 10% off! So you get some pre-order on the V cards because Numi's is in set 3 as well. You can try and get your hands on some Numi V cards so that next time you go on a meet and greet, you can ask her to sign them. But also check out Kissy Kissy Passion. It is literally my favorite flavor in Gamer Subs. So if you like passion fruits, check out Kissy Kissy Passion. For your daily caffeinated drink, and if you don't like caffeine, there's a caffeine-free version too. It's sugar-free. It has daily nutrition in there too, so you should check that out.